If there's one word that could describe the past week of Splatoon 3, it's upsets. Every part of our competitive ecosystem, from weeklies to majors to leagues, saw teams take games and make runs that not even the best TOs would have seen coming. Hi, I'm Chara, and let's break it down in this episode of the Weekly Ink. Starting with the weeklies, as always, Paddling Pool 211 brought in a solid 24 teams. The highlight of the event were 3 sets between DivX's Candon and El Diablo, a pickup of various Division X players. When the two teams played in winners finals, Diablo got a dominant 3-0 victory, sending Candon down to losers where they quickly beat Mimox to make grands. There, they played a close set and just barely managed to secure a bracket reset with a 3-2 victory, taking it to set number 3. But after all that work, Candon just didn't have the steam to finish it out and got 3-0'd once again. Well played to El Diablo, and we would highly recommend watching these sets. They were very good. Link is down below, as always. Later that evening, Sink or Swim 182 ran right here on IPL. Puyo's reign of terror over the event was finally put to a halt, with seed number 11, Nether Sucks, getting a surprise upset in winners finals to break the team's 3-week win streak. Neither had quite the Cinderella run this event though, going undefeated in pools before taking sets on 6 seed Lunchbox and seed 3 Chumpy Lane 100, in addition to Puyo to make it to the grand finals. There, they fell to the Weekly Warriors 0-3, but a run like that is still something to be proud of. Congrats to them, and congrats to Harshi on his 15th SOS win. Now our final weekly, Tri-Strike Tuesday, ran a similar event for their 28th edition. This event went to new information after some close sets and birthday cake and Reload 2 in order to secure their win. Not a lot else to say about this one, but a solid event nonetheless. Moving on from our weeklies, Dapple's weekend event was Triton Cup 99, just shy of the big 100. By the way, in case you missed it, Triton Cup 100 is being run as a special charity in tandem with Les Restaurants de Coeur, a French charity that helps to get food and hot meals to people in need. But back to this week. This edition had a lot of familiar EU faces, such as Cherry Wave, Candon, ASC Tenchi, and even more making solid runs. Grand finals fell between 2 high-level pickups, with Bird consisting of Devon 4K, IPS, Nick, and Tantor, and the opposing team, UHC Sky High, made up of Argo, Noah, Yeti, and Raiki. Much like Paddling Pool, these two also played all the way to 3 sets, with UHC taking winners 3-1 before getting reverse swept in grands and the bracket reset. Well played to them, and shoutouts to Dapple Productions for another great event. This weekend, we were treated to a low-level double feature with FTIU 74 and Low Ink March 2025. Both of these events brought in lots of low-level talent to try and earn their bans, sitting at 25 and 73 teams respectively, which isn't bad given the Luti team drought. Starting with FTIU, this event was weird. Very few of the top seeds actually managed to make it to the gold bracket, with grand finals falling between 17th seed Cod and 4K and 7th seed Ficklefish. Cod and 4K had quite the event, taking sets over low-level Darling Killstreak and Star Rage before getting a clean 3-1 in grands to secure their well-earned win. As for Low Ink, this event was a lot less weird, but still a little strange. Like every other event this week, Low Ink was defined by extreme upsets. The pinnacle of this was seed 32, Blitzwave, after just barely sneaking into Alpha Bracket. The team took sets on Rabbit Switch and seed 1 Poor Judgment before being sent to losers by Splatoon 4, We Win. There, they went on a frankly insane 4-set losers run, taking wins on Popgun Fan Club, Roulette, Payback, who beat them in pools by the way, and Poor Judgment again, before finally bowing out at 3rd, upsetting their seed by a total of 29 places. Much to Popgun's dismay, idiots in chat met their seed and made it all the way to winners finals, where they faced a familiar figure in our story, Splatoon 4, We Win. The idiots managed to send them to the losers bracket with a 3-1, but after a quick set to end Blitzwave's run, they were right back in grands. After a back and forth set, Splatoon 4 just barely managed to squeak out a 3-2 to secure a bracket reset, and rode that momentum to secure a dominant 3-0, earning their Low Ink ban. Massive congrats to them for playing so well in such a volatile event, and special shoutouts to all the Popgun themed pickups who keep doing unreasonably well. Makes these videos quite funny. Let's pivot from a low-level event to a high-level one. Black Lotus ran the 3rd edition of their top-level tournament series with Black Lotus Cup number 3. As you would expect, this event was loaded with some of the best from NA and EU. Lots of Div 1 and X level pickups such as Candid, Bird, J, Healthy Diet food groups, Close One, Go, and more took their shot at winning the various art and cash prizes available. But all fell just shy. Fan favorite Moonlight had an insane 5-game losers run after being sent down to losers round 4 by a big fan of Burst Bombs, taking sets on Healthy Diet food groups, Close One, Bird, and Abracadabra before once again losing to Burst Bomb in the losers finals 2-3. Speaking of which, Burst Bomb managed to secure a solid 2nd at the event, getting double eliminated by 2 Unks and 2 Jits. Made up of Kyo, Noah, Bursty, and Sam. Congrats on the well-earned win, and shoutouts to Black Lotus for another amazing top-level event. That's all for our normal tournaments. Let's move on to the leagues. Starting with the CCA, Division 1 played out just how we were expecting it to, with PSU Blue comfortably keeping their perfect record, earning a clean 4-0 over USF Gold to knock them out of competition for the playoffs. Over in Group B, both Death Roll and Arc Howley managed to remain undefeated, and with Arc's comfortable 4-1 victory over VCU Big Fat Sea Cows, it seems almost guaranteed that they will be the 2 teams making it to the playoffs. The real question is which of them will win the set they play against each other, which will be critical in deciding the final seeding for the bracket. As for some lower division sets, Banana Splits keeps the ball rolling down in Division 2 with a 4-2 victory over HSK Violet, leaving them undefeated and all but guaranteeing their spot in the playoffs. Down in Div 5, a very tight set between Shrimp That Fry Rice and NCCS Splat Llamas ended 4-3 in the Llamas' favor, just barely keeping the record undefeated and putting the Shrimp on their back foot if they want to make it into playoffs. For our final topic of the day, we of course have Luti. Much to the shock and dismay of everybody, Black Lotus was once again upset this week, and unlike Puyo's previous upset on the team, it wasn't particularly close. Frickpy got a dominant 5-0 over the number 1 seed, leaving them at a 1-2 record overall and potentially putting their playoff chances on the line. As for the rest of Group A, Facade got a comfortable 5-1 win over Puyo, leaving both teams 1-2 so far this season, and the set between Moonlight and Floaters had to be rescheduled. With both teams currently undefeated, it will be a very important one to see how the pool plays out. Be sure to give it a watch if you can. Down in Group B, Mickey Mouse has played their final set of Luti 3 weeks in, dominantly shutting down Harwich 5-0. They still have not played in either of their other sets, but they at least have something on the board now. Funnily enough, there are apparently more unplayed sets in Group B than the entirety of Division 2, which as you would imagine makes it very hard to determine who's going to make it to playoffs. As for how I think it's going to play out, Group A is pretty comfortably going to go to Moonlight and Floaters, and Group B, who's in it again? Hold on. I think it'll go to my team, Slide to win, and let's go with Mickey Mouse. And on that note, that wraps up our week. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, and consider becoming a member to get your name on the screen just like these lovely people, in addition to a ton of other perks. We'll see you there at the same time, same place next week. Thanks for watching.